What's up, gamers? We are back with more Starfield. Picking up right where we left off, it is time to switch gears from Ryujin Industries to the Vanguard. Now, on a previous video, before we reached the end of the main story, I did do the first parts of the Vanguard faction quest, but then I decided it wasn't really fitting with my character because they ask you to commit. I think I loaded back to before they asked me to commit. So you'll hopefully see that again. But yeah, we went through a cool museum that they had showing the history of the settled systems from the point of view of the United Colonies, of course. There's a lot of propaganda in there, but it was very interesting, world building nonetheless. And then we took a flight simulator exam. I redid it at the end of the last video to try and get a better score. I don't know if I actually did get a better score, but we'll find out in a minute here. Success! I passed the Vanguard piloting exam. Time to speak to Commander Tuwala to figure out what comes next. And we're right in front of him here. Between videos, I did go and get Andreja off the ship. I keep forgetting to get her back as a companion. I've done so many missions without her at this point. I feel kind of bad, but I do have her back and ready to help me. I think, even though when she enters this building, she's like, "Can we get the fuck out of here?" I'm not a big fan. Me neither, Andreja. Me neither. But I think for the most part, she'll be a fan of what we choose to do as part of this quest. She's a big lawful good type, which is ironic considering she's Varun. But well, maybe not that ironic, but she sees everything very black and white. So I think she'll like, unlike the Ryujin Industries quest line, I think she'll be a fan of the things we do as part of the Vanguard. So without any further ado, let's go talk to Tuwala here and get things going.
Everything squared away? Vanguard still has a place for you if you're interested.
Oh, okay. So I may have made a mistake and not reloaded to before he evaluated me, but that was so long ago. It's too late now to go back and fix that. He just wants me to swear my oath at this point. That's fine. So the things I did to get a better score on the piloting thing were pointless because he's already taken my score into consideration in regards to my oath. So I wanted to discuss my Vanguard.
Come around then? Ready to start your journey towards becoming a full captain in the UC Vanguard?
I'm ready.
Fantastic. Then just follow me.
That's a shame. That I feel I'm a little annoyed by that, but that's I'm annoyed at myself. Past me didn't load back far enough to give me the opportunity to retake that test. It is what it is. But basically, he told me that due to my results, I'd have to serve for 10 years in the Vanguard and basically sign my life away for the next decade in order to become a citizen of the UC, which my character had no interest in doing. That's why we shelved this faction quest until bonus content. But here we are, bonus content time. Oh, I've seen an officer giving the speech to some new recruits on this very spot. I think we're about to get a speech from Commander Tuwala. He's going to swear us in.
Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the skies. Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond. That is where we serve, beyond the furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, and with honor and duty above reproach. Do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities? and to uphold the values of the Vanguard. Honor, loyalty, self-reliance in all your actions as a member of the United Colonies Navy.
You guys can't see this, but I'm holding my right hand up. As requested. I'm not I'm not normally big into commitment, but for you, fine. All my actions, that seems a bit much. On second thought, let me think about it. No, we'll not engage in any shenanigans. I do.
Then let me be the first to officially welcome you to the United Colonies Vanguard.
I feel like
Now,
I'm getting married.
only
I
thing
do.
left is getting you that probationary mission. And what I've got is comms repair. Group
Oh
trying to
God, what a
refurb an
boring
old colony
probo
war
mission.
processing plant on Tau Ceti 2. Sounds like they'd barely gotten set up when their communications died. Place is as isolated as they come, so Brass wants a Vanguard to deliver the repair suite and ensure anyone present is safe and secure. So, can the people of Tau Ceti 2 count on you?
Yeah, I love the Tau Ceti system. Hey, I'm getting paid, right? Sure. No. Of course I'm not getting paid. I just enlisted in the fascist military, so... the fascist volunteer military, I guess. You think I should expect
No major
trouble?
settlements on Tau Ceti. No real active industry either. Doesn't make for a big target. It's got the potential to be a pretty quiet trip. But there's a reason they wrote "Here be dragons" on the map edge.
But
So if it were me, I'd hope for the best and arm for the worst. And if for some reason you do run into trouble, don't forget, it's your job to protect those who need it. So, you ready to head out?
what a cool reference to Here Be Dragons. I love that.
That's
Yeah,
the
let's do
spirit.
this.
Head down to the spaceport and talk to Crew Chief Harath. He'll get you the repair suite plus your new recruit kit. Oh, and your advance.
My new recruit kit.
Give it your all out
My
there.
advance.
Supra et Ultra.
So I really am getting paid for this. Oh, whoa, 16 grand? Oh. I mean, I guess if you're okay with fascism, this is a great faction to join early game, because that is money. That is big money early game. Well, okay then. Yeah, we can go to the spaceport. Let's do it. We're in the Navy. We're gonna sail the 7 stars in the Space Navy. We've got a cool base on Mars.
I am thankful these
Space
rides are quick.
Navy.
I do not like being in small, enclosed spaces with many people I do not know.
Yeah, Andreja, not a big fan of the subway there.
I do find that
Or
statue pleasing.
Maglev, I guess.
I wonder if it matches the original vision of the artist, or if they changed the design as they worked on it.
No, Andreja likes the big statue here. I'm not a big fan of it. It's like very modern art. I mean, I can appreciate this one, the big one. These little ones are kind of meh, but...
Of course the United Colonies is paying close attention. Heaven forbid something escape their notice.
It's so funny, that dead body has been sitting there on this save file for a very long time. I think ever since the city got shut down because of the hunter running through here killing people. It's interesting they're having us go out here. I think this is where the Jade Swan was docked. Not here, but like this big landing pad. I didn't even know there was a smaller landing pad out over here.
Pull it for leeches, get it fixed up, and let her know we'll have it ready as soon as we can. Yes, sir.
Sorry, I missed a little bit of dialogue while I was looking around, but they were basically talking about like heat leeches and barely being able to get the ship back in one piece type of stuff. Crew Chief Kane Harath. Hello, Chief.
Ah, you are new probationary then? Crew Chief Herat. Pleasure to be working with you. It's my job
Oh, I
to
like
make
you.
sure all you rocket jockeys are ready for anything that comes at you up there.
Rocket
Now,
jockeys.
Manifest says we're fitting you out with one
Excuse
comms
me.
repair suite. In addition to the standard issue welcome kit all probationary pilots get for their first mission.
I'm looking forward to seeing
Med
what that
packs,
is.
some small arms, couple spare ship parts, all the essentials in case of any surprises up there.
My people will have everything on your ship before you lift off. Won't even know they were there. So, paying a visit to the people of scenic Tau Ceti 2. Nice easy one for your first job. Just keep your head on swivel and you'll come home safe. Any questions before you head out?
No, Chief. Thank you, Chief. Yeah, what
Nothing
exactly
too
are you putting
dangerous,
on my
if
ship?
that's your concern. The repair suite's mostly just wiring and circuit boards. The welcome kit has some goodies in there I wouldn't leave sitting around when company comes to visit. But it's nothing some proper storage can't make safe.
Can
Nothing
you
too
repeat
dangerous,
that? What
if
was
that's your
that?
concern.
The
The
repair
repair
suite's
suite's
mostly just, yeah, I don't care about
welcome
that.
kit has some goodies in
Welcome
there I
kit
wouldn't
has some
leave sitting
goodies in there. I
around
wouldn't
when
leave sitting
company
around
comes
when
to
company
visit.
comes to visit,
But
it's
it's nothing some
proper. What does that even mean? I guess I'm all set.
Then I won't keep you. Make us look good out there, recruit.
Yes, sir. So I mean, my ship's right over there. I do want to go there and see what I've gotten, but he just reminded, the fact that he's putting stuff on my ship reminded me that I have some serious inventory management problems. I miraculously have somehow gotten lost on this launch pad and can't find my way back to the main part of the city. Maybe I'll just have to go to my ship just so I can... Oh, here we go, here we go. I got distracted when I was about to say stuff, but bottom line is I need to go sell some stuff. I have some serious inventory issues that need to be sorted before we embark on a brand new faction quest. So if you'll indulge me, gentle viewer, I'm going to pop down to the... Well, we'll try Jemison Mercantile, but we may have to make a few stops to unload everything.
There is a bit more in the... If it belongs on your oh, please, take...
So, we're good with our... Oh, I'm in the buy menu. I was so confused. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff like Experiment A7. This Titanium Advanced Varun Star Shard. Like stuff that just needs to be put away. But I would need to go back to my Aquila apartment for that. I've got a Nova Blast Disruptor, which is my non-lethal gun. And then Ember, of course, from that quest. I mean, I have a pretty juicy inventory space, but... Yeah, we may have to take a trip back to Aquila for some of this stuff. But the main thing I wanted to take care of was my miscellaneous. And not my miscellaneous from here so much, but my miscellaneous on the ship's inventory, which is at 214 now. Because every time I switch my home ship... Aurora stash? This is interesting. It doesn't count as contraband. I guess I'll hold on to that because it's so interesting. We'll sell everything else though. Cosmetics supply box. I mean, I guess it's junk, but... Look at that pretty design on the top. That's nice. Oh look, it's like embossed too. I like it. I mean, I'm gonna sell it, but I like it. I'm really curious about this. It's obviously like a futuristic, like Rubik's Cube type puzzle. I'm wondering how it works. Just scientific sample. It's another interesting one. I'm gonna sell it though. Anyone who's been watching me since the beginning of the game knows I had an obsession at some point with collecting all the succulents. But you can get actual potted plants with the like base builder stuff. So I ended up not caring about the succulents that are actual items at all. All right. Oh yeah,
please,
actually, hold on.
take a look.
We've got a bunch of other stuff on the ship. Inventory, guns, and stuff. We've basically exhausted Gems and Mercantile here, but let's sell a couple more things. Yeah, that's fine. I can take the 3 credit loss.
Appreciate the business.
This is definitely something I should have done between videos. Apologies for this little bit of boring content, but it's one of those things I keep forgetting how like bad my inventory situation is between videos. My ship's gigantic cargo hold has been helping to like shoulder the burden, but it's time to clear it out or we're gonna just be on the struggle bus for the next few missions we have to do.
The Trade Authority has access to... You won't find a better solution.
Alright. Anything stolen? No. Look at these Varun inflictors. I've got 3 of them, which is just so unnecessary, but they're worth so much. I may hold on to them. I may want to just someday arm my entire crew with Varun inflictors. No, I'm going to sell one of them because at most I can have 1 companion with me at a time. I think Andreja, who's probably going to be the one, has a Varun inflictor naturally, so we'll sell this other stuff. Shoddy. AA99. Oh, We're already done with Zoe here. Here, you can have the cutlass.
The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
Dang, we're probably gonna have to do a bit of a roundabout to sell all this stuff. Let's take advantage of everything that UC has to offer, or I mean, New Atlantis has to offer first. I know there's like Centurion arms and stuff we can sell stuff at here. But that we have to eventually go to Aquila because I have a bunch of weapons and armor and stuff to drop off there at my home. I think I'll just I'll do all the inventory management I can here in New Atlantis, and then we'll do all the inventory management I can do at Aquila City, and then if I have like some extra stuff, I'll just live with it.
Bulk items may
point.
require multiple levels of... Welcome to UC District... Oh, well, sir.
I feel rude cutting her off all the time, but she is a long-winded merchant. She says so much stuff. Man, it's so when you're selling weapons, it's so easy to just
Back to
burn
it
through a
then.
merchant's available credits. I mean, I understand Bethesda's reasoning behind making all the merchants have a very limited amount of credits.
You're only as safe as your... I would never dream of selling. Yes, by all means, have a look.
But it feels burdensome when you're trying to manage your inventory like this. That's it.
See you around.
Is that it for the commercial district? I feel like there was more. Like up on the upper level, perhaps? Let me just take a quick look before I go to residential. I know there's some stuff in the residential district at least. I do kind of wish they had all of the shops and stuff in the commercial district. Oh, yo, look at this. NPCs here are broken. Oh! Oh! The simulation detected an error and restarted itself. No, there's nothing here. I don't know why I can never remember where any of the stores are in this game. Just a few more loading screens and we should be good to go to Aquila City. Thank you, gamers, for your patience with this bit of boring inventory management.
I'm sure we can find...
Oh, wow. Look at this vendor's credits. Finally. And then I apparently have some ammo on the Nova, but I'll get some grenades, but we'll deal with that later. What? Wait. Oh no, right, because these are the only categories I can sell here. Right, and so there's nothing here I want to get rid of. Okay, I think we're good for now. Perfect. We didn't even need to stop at Aquila City to get everything sold. Whenever I'm forced to sell things like this, I feel some kind of way because on my other playthrough I'm doing offline, I ended up siding with the Crimson Fleet. And the key remains like the best place to go sell things.
I spent significant time here meeting with smugglers. Brings back memories.
It's a real good like one-stop shop for selling anything you've got on you. Alright, so this is what I want to see. I think these are all like... Yeah, all stuff I can just... Oh shoot, I clicked the wrong button and now I'm... Alright, helmets. Sell. Oh man.
Problem?
I know Aquila City rather well. Perhaps better than I would like.
I'll say, take a look around. Well, all kinds of things.
Yeah, Andreja, you've said
What are you
about
looking
30
for?
different versions of that line. Alright, apparel. I mean, I guess I'll dump these in my apartment when I get there. Oh, aid. Oh, yeah, hold on. Fully loaded Bloody Mary. Oh, I shouldn't have sold that Tranquility. Oh well. Let's go to buyback real quick, see if I can grab it back real quick. Yeah, I'll keep that. What else we got? Yeah, let's sell all this stuff. Alright, let me get close enough to my ship so I can grab all the other junk off of it. That should do it. Wait, how? Why? Oh, because it's stolen. Jettison. Jettison. Alright. I'll just take this. I should really sell all these resources, but like... I guess I'll leave that alone for right now. In the grand scheme of things, that's not such a bad thing to be holding on to on my ship. I'll take these. Take this weapon. Or these weapons. And this. And all this stuff. Except for the ship parts, of course. Okay. Where's that put me? Perfect. I'm still underweight, so I can run. I mean, kind of.
Keep it moving.
The rock is surprisingly well fortified. The early settlers here were quite practical.
Yeah?
Nobody's allowed outside the city walls until nightfall.
Okay. Let's start with this. Oh, okay. Right. I was working on an overthrow. This is probably why I like have been putting this off. I blocked out like how fracked my inventory management was in my home here. Let's also, I don't think I didn't take those stuffed animals with me. I mean, all these artifacts weigh nothing, so that's fine. Here, let's actually weigh by mass. We've got prototype equipment. I don't remember why I have that, but let's put that away. Alexis's coffee. All the coffees I stole while I was at Region. I mean, weapons is the main thing, but I'm not sure how that's going to work. Looks like we have plenty of room in here. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm being correctly organized about this, because this is where I put all the Varun stuff. That's Varun also. This is where I put all the Varun spacesuits and stuff. Alright, let's see if I can just dump all my extra apparel in here. In fact, I don't have the apparel I'd like to be wearing on me right now. Oh, this container's at max capacity. Woof. Okay, hold on. Actually, yeah. Let me grab this. Can I organize this by DR? No. All right, fine. I think it's I was wearing the first soldier outfit because it's 25 and not stolen. And then is there like a hat that gives DR? I don't think there is. Where have I dumped Sam's hat is the big question. I wish you could at least organize this so you could see like hats versus other things. Right. So we got dupes of that. Yeah, a lot of the stuff can be sold. With the container being full, I really can't. Justify having all these dupes. Oh yeah, I want to put away the operative stuff though. Operative helmet. Operative suit. If we end up having to do a stealth mission of some variety, I'll come back here and get this stuff, but for right now, I don't think it's necessary. Put on the first soldier outfit. Let me put my corporal boardroom suit away. Andrea.
Hello. What have you got for me?
Now, I believe this works. Let me, so I can take this, give her the Amonareus stuff, and then, right, equip.
Back to it then.
I like it. Looking good, Andreja. All right. It's about enough of that. Put this away. And this away. And Ember. I'll hold on to that for now. Put this away. And this away. Okay. I think we're pretty good. I'm going to just dump some misc items in here real quick. Oh, never mind. I guess that's just the artifacts. Some random resources. Let me see if I can dump those here. Store all. Cool. All right, I think we're, that's inventory managed. I'm gonna go sell all these outfits, and then I think we're good to get back to the mission.
I see you wearing that Neuroamp.
News you can trust.
Did we clean this guy out? I don't think
I
so,
get
right?
all
He's still got
kinds.
money.
Everyone needs supplies. How about I just show you?
Barely, but it should be enough to get rid of this extra apparel. Okay. All right, I've spoken to Crew Chief Harath and have acquired Tau Ceti 2's repair materials. I should head there and drop them off as soon as possible. I think we all know, with the way video games work, that this is not going to be as straightforward as it sounds. Well, I think I've actually been to the Tau Gourmet Production Center before and know that it's overrun by spacers or something. It was an interestingly named point of interest, so I checked it out at some point, I'm pretty sure. Some previous video has the evidence. I can't remember how long ago I did that, but
Let us see.
definitely rings a bell.
Unusually quiet here. That is rarely a good sign.
See, Andreja knows. She knows what's up. Let me switch this back to the one useful power. Well, I mean, obviously the other one's useful, that's why I keep switching to it, but not for this situation. Also, is this the ship? The ship they came on. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Yeah, this is definitely a set piece. Look at this. Wow. Just a space helmet, a rescue axe, a blood stain, and claw marks. More claw marks here. I smell a terramorph, everyone.
It seems unusually quiet here. That is rarely a good sign.
Andreja, you know, that's the second time you've said that. In the span of like 5 minutes. Are you having a stroke?
This does not look to have been motivated by...
Since the dawn of the agrarian revolution 10,000 years ago, humanity has been trying to speed up the progress of growing food and getting it onto plates. But that has always come at the cost of quality and led to horrific practices like industrial farming, which leads to coroner's cut and ultimately a worse product. And we've all just accepted it. We live in a freeze-dried age, but we don't have to. Tau Gourmet is going to change that. We're going to make fresh food cheap and available everywhere. We're going to let our livestock and crops grow as nature intended and use smart automation to harvest and prepare them at the peak of freshness and deliver them with such speeds that our clients won't ever go back to using freeze-dried again. It's a big task, and accomplishing it is going to take focus, innovation, and dedication. Are you up to the challenge of changing how the settled systems eat? Excuse me, changing how the settled systems eats? Then let's get started. Cote Cadillo. The plan. We're standing in the middle of an unfinished masterpiece here. The UC military came in, put down some incredible machinery that they barely used, and promptly left it to rot the moment the war ended. Now, 20 years later, we're here with an incredible opportunity. Updating this place is going to take some serious work. We're all going to be pulling double, triple, quadruple duty around here. So, if you're going through a tough moment, please remember everyone else probably is too. It also means that if you're in a place where you can lighten someone else's load, please do. Equally important are scheduled breaks. These are built into your workload, so if you're on a break, hour, day, week, you better sit your ass down and breathe. Take in the scenery, think about something that's not work. If you've got a long spell, go back to New Atlantis and blow off some steam. Good ideas come from expected places, and and remaking how food works in the settled systems is going to take a lot of good ideas. Also, of critical importance, survival training is not optional. It's just us on this planet, and while the UC is aware we're out here, every one of us needs to know how to survive out here on our own, should the unthinkable happen. Finally, if you've ever got an issue of any kind, reach out to the relevant area owner. If you and said area owner can't come to an agreement, feel free to grab me, Kote. Areas of ownership: Kote General Vision, Crop Livestock Selection, Vendor Coordination, Inter-Expertise Arbitration. Ian, System Design, Implementation, Automation Programming. Maria, Facility Restoration, Defense Installation, Facility Maintenance, and Automation. Chores list. So yes, we're planning to remake food as we know it, but we're also all living in close quarters a long way from other human beings, which means your parents aren't here to clean up after you. Everyone's got rotating chores. Do them without being asked. Kote Laundry, Ian Decluttering Common Spaces, Maria Trash Incineration, Andre Composting, Lambert Weapon Care. This one doesn't rotate until the rest of us are firearm certed. Night watch rotation: Kote, Ian, it looks like Maria was on duty last. Andre and Lambert.
Theft. That may make it worse.
Yeah, sorry, Andrea, I kind of cut you off, but ooh. New Atlantean 01, so the first one I was supposed to ever find. Permanently grants the recipe for the deep food item. The deep? Okay. Yeah, she was saying it doesn't look like what happened here was motivated by theft, which makes it worse. It really does. There's not spacers here like I was maybe misremembering. It looks like a creature attack. I get a little chuckle every time I see her in the Amon Reyes get up. Hello. Oh, there's more in here? Hold on. Excuse me, Andrea, you're in the way as always. Okay. We'll have to, take a good look around here, get little reminders of the lore and stuff. What the hell was that? Investigate the scream. Yeah. It's saying it came from this direction. Okay. That sounded like a growl to me.
Harder than I thought. Or you've got some incredible timing. Regardless, I think it knows you're here. I'll unlock the door. Second floor, main building. But be quiet. Does not sound like we are being threatened, so perhaps we should listen to her.
I'm a little bit confused by what just happened. I think that was Maria, who we just read about, is like, she was in charge of defenses. She was also on night watch, presumably when all this shit went down. I guess she was the one who screamed, even though it sounded like a growl to me. When we got close, she like talked to us over comms or something and said she was unlocking some doors for us, and it knows we're here. I mean, it is definitely a terramorph, right? We're all on the same page there. She wants me to go up here. I mean, I'm with Andreja. I mean, it sounds like she's a good egg and wants us to help. Oh. Oh, Hadrian. Okay. Give me a sec, Hadrian. I want to get some more world building before I talk to you. Ew. Job logs. Okay, I think these are like dates here. 5/9 something 145. Okay, power back on. Test, test. Hello, Tau Ceti. Good God, going 45 hours a day, working through the nights. It took all the Model A's we have had. Oh, man, I totally stumbled on that. Hold on. Going 45 hours a day, working through the nights. It took all the Model A's we had on hand a full week to get this place scrubbed properly. Military sure wasn't a rush to get out of here after the colony war ended, I guess. Finally, don't have to wear my breather indoors. One building down. Just wrapped getting the prototypes installed and running through diagnostics. Everything looks good so far. The new age of clean kill meat production begins today. I don't want to jinx it, but the prototypes are working as expected. Better, maybe? We've had multiple successful tests, able to save all the scraps we'd expected to. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but this may work. Tau Gourmet might just change things. They were so hopeful at one point in time. Hello.
So what do we got here? Too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? It'd make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll.
A shock trooper? Are you okay?
Oh, I've been better. But I think bleeding out is at least off the table. What I really need, though, is someone who knows their way around a weapon. So, if you wanted to tell me, I'm heavy infantry and I've come to bring you the gift of ordnance, I wouldn't mind in the least.
Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose real quick. Hopefully that didn't screw up my audio. Actually, the Vanguard sent me, though they failed to mention how bad things were.
Vanguard, huh? Yeah, I expect they didn't. I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A terramorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one.
Ooh, a special terramorph.
Here? Why did you not state that immediately?
Calm down, Andreja. A terramorph? What's that? Wait, are all the settlers dead then?
I managed to scope out a fair bit of the facility before it found me. If there are any survivors of the attack, they're long gone.
That's rough. What kind of anomaly are we talking here? Yeah.
Terramorphs have a unique growth cycle. They're usually only found on worlds that have been long colonized by humanity. But Tau said he's too young to have one. Yet here it is. I came looking for an explanation and found all this.
That was like extremely interesting dialogue. I'm gonna play it again.
Terramorphs have a unique growth cycle.
They're usually only found on worlds that have been long colonized by humanity.
But Tau said he's too young to have one. Yet here it is. I came looking for an explanation and found all this.
Are we finally going to get Terramorph lore? Because I feel like that's been a big question mark. They're somehow on multiple planets. They wiped out some like big city that, like we found out when we were in the UC Vanguard museum. We found out that there was like some other big city like New Atlantis that got completely wiped out by a giant Terramorph attack. And I was like, how are they an interstellar species but also bestial in nature? And this line, I'm going to play it a third time because...
Don't rush in, at least. Terramorphs have a unique growth cycle. They're usually only found on worlds that have been long colonized by humanity.
Now,
But
humanity's an
Tao said
interstellar
he's too
species,
young
so
to
you know
have
what?
one.
What the
Yet
one thing
here
that
it
would
is.
make sense?
I came looking for an explanation and found all this.
Is that terramorphs are humans. They're humans that have encountered some sort of thing that caused them to rapidly evolve into these monsters or mutate, whatever you want to call it. That would explain everything, all the mysteries surrounding terramorphs, if that's the case, except, of course, I would want to know what the catalyst is. I know I made fun of this dialogue option, but I want, like, she clearly knows more about terramorphs than I do, so I should shut up and listen. A terramorph, what's that?
They are death made manifest.
Suppose that's a pretty good summary. Among apex predators, they're the pinnacle. Resilient, agile, smart, and their mental prowess only increases with age. Some can even dominate the minds of weaker species, keeping them as pets, livestock.
Oh, wow.
Or toys.
So they are at least semi-intelligent.
They're
and
creatures
sentient.
without peer.
And that would
You all right in
also
there?
track with my theory that they're humans that have mutated or something. Sounds like you could use my help then.
I sure could. Because to confirm my suspicions about this creature, I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it. And to get that, I need its corpse.
Oh man, if this...
But there is a way we can give ourselves an edge against this thing. The plant security system. The admin terminal's here in this building, but it needs its connection reset. And as I found out, that's not a one-person job. But if you can make it to the security outpost and restore the connection, I think I can get things back online. See if the settlers left us any other tools.
Alright, so I can enable some turrets and robots probably to help me fight the Terramorph if I want. Frankly, I just want to go shoot it. I'm probably way over-leveled for this quest line by now. But I'm going to be so thrilled if the UC Vanguard faction quest is centered around Terramorphs. I mean, doing these faction quests is, like, I'm glad I'm doing them because I got into some areas and got to, you know, check out some stuff that were, like, mysteries to me in my main playthrough through the Ryujin Industries faction quest. And it sounds like this one's ramping up to answer some more of the questions I had about this world, this universe.
Don't go quiet on me now.
Where can I find the security outpost?
It's the building in the middle of the facility. The terminal in there should allow you to grant me access to the system as a whole. Then we can see about getting things back online.
All right, let's get that security system back online.
Good. Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there. And make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so you're in here. Is it down there? In the main part of this building? Let's see what my quest says right now. I met Hadrian, a former UC researcher brought here by the rumor of an anomalous terramorph. She asked me to head to the nearby security outpost and reset her connection. Reset her connection to it so she can try and get the facility's defenses back online. So that's the one quest objective, and it's that way, weirdly. Oh, this is just open. Okay. I mean, I kind of want to just find and fight with this thing. Sounds fun to me, right?
curious place for an industrial packing operation. There must have been a good incentive for them to locate here.
Lots of blood stains. Lots of claw marks. Where are all the bodies I wonder of the, like... Oh.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
I think I spoke a little too soon. System status. Error. Restart. I can't speak. Error. Restart required. Please select an option from the list below. Build logs, please. Okay, I think we're finally ready to give this a real test. The frequency needs to be calibrated to the size of the stock, though. So we'll need to get some general measurements of the creatures once they arrive. But if this works, it could mean a new era in open-range farming. We'll be able to function without fences. True free range. We're going to make so much damn money. Build 0.3. Everyone's finally got their hearing back, so I think we can go for test number 2. Our initial hopes for range and distance might have been a bit ambitious, but at least we've got the fundamentals down. Turn on system, have the signal beamed directly into your personal radio, letting you know the location of nearby critters. Next up, improving how many animals we can track at once and how far we can track them. See, I remember reading about this, their plans for all this. I know I've been here before. It makes sense that they wouldn't have the Terramorph since it's part of this quest. I think all that got added for this specific storyline. Ew, a nicer Nova Blast Disruptor than the one I have. I think I will take that. I do want to have a non-lethal weapon on me, especially if I'm going to be running missions as a space cop here. Yeah, we'll just drop this one. All right. Security logs. Equipment dropped today. Additional materials for the livestock tracking system. Ian's cooking up. Couple predators came over the ridge last night. Maria was up, so she took a couple shots at them, drove them off. Those turrets can't get here soon enough. Got the turrets delivered at long last. Once those are installed, no one needs night to be, This is an oddly formed sentence. That's why I stumbled over it. No one needs to night watch anymore. Our lives are about to get a whole lot better. Took multiple days on ladders, but the turrets are hooked up and ready to go. Goodbye, night shift. I may have been hasty, turned on the things for the first time last night, and blew out the grid. Rewiring starts today. Okay, a couple more tests of the system, and I think we're finally ready for prime time. All the automation they're trying to build in this place draws a lot more power than we initially planned for. Some technical materials, and most excitedly, feed dropped off today. Finally getting perishables at long last. Seems like this might be truly happening. Man, they were so hopeful. I feel bad. Tracking system offline. Proceed to control room to initiate system reboot. Automated defenses. Error. Damage detected. Evisceration building, packaging building, sanitation building, dressing building, blah, 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 blah. All the buildings. Error. Power fault detected. Alright, so security system connection status. Warning. Admin connection lost. Server connection lost. All external. Functionality locked. Reset connection. Yes, please do.
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Oh, Hello? Wish I'd found this earlier. You notice those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the terramorph is. But it's not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5.
I mean, that's this, right? Oh, now we can click on the system status off. Turn on tracking system. Yes, please. $183.5 it is.
Tracker's reading green. And what's that sound?
The security lockdown is active.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move. Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you can avoid it. The kill lanes, they're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the terramorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks.
Your abilities are...
Give it hell, Vanguard.
amazing.
I'm just gonna fight it.
Meet your death.
Kind of worried about this.
Well done. Do you think, to mark the occasion, we would be allowed to take a small piece? As a trophy?
It is done. Do you think to mark the occasion we would be allowed to take a small piece as a trophy? Andresia's a bit freaky. Andresia, you can cut off a piece of this as a trophy if you want to. You go nuts. Yeah, I think if I'd done this quest towards the beginning of... Oh, here are the turrets. So the game just wanted me to lead them down this way, basically. Yeah, if I'd come here earlier in the game, like I decided I wanted to be space co-op fascist, I would have done this quest early. And I would have definitely needed those turrets to help me take that thing down. It was a mean boy. Well, we're so over-leveled that was no big deal to fight it normally. Let's go check in with Hadrian.
Tracker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or...
Wait. You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a terramorph!
I believe the words you're looking for are, "Thank you for saving my ass." Yeah, try not to sound so surprised.
No offense intended. No, I've just known whole Marine squads who couldn't take down a terramorph. To do it yourself? That's something else.
Yeah, I'm a badass,
You didn't happen
I
to
know.
grab me a tissue sample, did you?
I sure did. What's that sample? You think the nice lady should pay me for rescuing you? Can you really learn much from one little sample?
A lot of life gets recorded in our cells. Like, for example, if this terramorph's cells have certain radiation or chemical exposures, it could point to it having been transported on a ship. Then, we could start getting some answers about this thing.
Yeah, and if it has traces of human DNA...
Did you manage to nab one?
I did. Here you go.
All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs.
Oh, wow. She's going to get right to
Let's
it.
see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
I thought for sure this would be drawn out a lot more, but... Yeah, lead the way. I'm all for getting more details about the Terramorph mystery right now. Are you sure you don't want to borrow a med kit or something? You are not looking so hot, Adrian. She's all about the science. Dude, wow, I guess there are some more bodies here, huh?
Best not to
Rip.
leave anything useful behind.
Glad you understand, Andreja. Ooh, a fancy microscope. Nice. It's actually a research
Older
station. That's
model.
funny.
All right, let's see what you can do. Running basic diagnostics? Nothing. Maybe a flag scan? No. Spectrograph. Damn. This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's
you
spread
mentioned
plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs? They're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us.
Yeah.
So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. But no one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Tau Ceti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one.
It's really interesting. I'm hooked. I want to know. How does no one know how terramorphs get onto human worlds? Aren't they kind of hard to miss?
Well, they're not exactly buying tickets and flying coach. The theory is that they're spread by some kind of egg or seed that's able to evade our detection. But how the hell an undetectable egg turns into a terramorph without anyone noticing is a question no one's ever found an answer to. And it's why what's happened here could be real bad news for the rest of human civilization.
I'm so excited. It's sounding more and more like the Vanguard questline is going to be based around this mystery, and I am here for it. Terramorphs has taken down other... Like, I kind of already know about this from the museum, but she seems... Hadrian here seems very knowledgeable, so I want to get all the info I can out of her.
They have. They even took down an entire city.
Yeah,
once.
that's the one,
A
Londinian.
place called Londinian had to be quarantined due to a massive outbreak during the Colony War. It's the only known loss of that scale, but it's the reason why any change in our relationship with these creatures needs to be taken very seriously.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation to this.
There is. I mean, there has to be. We just have to find it.
I'm on board,
was,
Hadrian.
I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking. If I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed. Get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me? Yeah, I'd do it
I'm down.
myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that Terramorph data.
Yeah, okay.
Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to. You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sanan is worried there could be more attacks on the horizon. They should recognize the name.
Ooh, I get the name drop? This is fun. Yeah, Hadrian, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care about my commander or the military anymore. I'm on board with... I'm on Team Hadrian. I want to solve this mystery. Forget the Vanguard. I'm resigning. Let's work on this instead. Why would my commander know who you are? Are you with the UC military too?
I was. Long time ago. Family tradition. But I know some of the folks from my old unit moved into the Vanguard. A couple even owe me favors. If I'm lucky, your commander is one of them.
I mean, I can just tell you it's Tualu. Do you know him? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Don't worry, I'll make sure my commander agrees. Yeah, I'm on board.
You don't
I'm on
understand
Team
what a
Hadrian.
weight off my shoulders that is. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means.
Yes, ma'am, I'm on
not
it.
sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard,
He's
he was
probably out at
contracting
the
with the
clinic
Trade
or
Authority
something.
on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. Bar
yeah,
run
I'm
by some
familiar.
old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there.
Okay,
And
sure.
here, it's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost of fuel to Mars, at least.
Oh, you
Now
don't need
please
to do
go
that.
check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with.
All right, Hadrian, I'm on it. I love the direction this is going. Return to Commander Tuala. Hadrian has asked that I get permission from my commander to take this tissue sample to Percival Walker on Mars. I need to return to Commander Tuala at New Atlantis and see what he says. Man, I would love to just, like, resign from the UC Vanguard and take the tissue sample myself to Mars and just be like, I'm done with the Vanguard faction quest. I'm doing the Terramorph side quest now. But I get that it's all tied in. You know, for role-playing reasons, let's just say that I have resigned from the UC Vanguard and I'm going directly to Mars, but for logistical reasons, we have to go check back in with Commander Tuala. He better freaking let me follow up on this thread. I'm going to be peeved if he's like, no.
Do you have
That's
a favorite
not for a
restaurant
rookie
here?
like you.
Mine is currently
Or a
Whetstone, but it
probie.
changes.
I guess. What did Andrasia just say something about cheese? I was focused on other things. Alright, just in case this is a persuade check, let's do a quick save. Let me also take advantage of this moment to get rid of this quick save. And this exit save.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your debrief and formally welcome you into the Vanguard whenever you're ready.
I'm curious, how long have you been with the Vanguard, Commander?
Me? 6, 7 years now? Was a recon squad commander in a former life, so it wasn't too big a jump bossing around foreign pilots instead. But Vanguard's been a quality assignment. Meet new people, judge them on a series of diverse criteria, get them out there helping people who need it.
I'm not going to ask this stupid question. I know it stands for, like, It's like an acronym for like military something science and technology. I need your permission to deliver a terramorph tissue sample to Mars.
A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers?
They're all dead. No survivors, sir. All lost to a terramorph, which I killed. Things didn't go as advertised. Only one alive was a researcher who gave me a sample and a gene tag. The thing that ate the settlers and nearly ate me wasn't really interested in the repairs. I mean, I don't like this dialogue tree because there's none of these options that allow me to give him all the information that he needs.
That can't be it, right?
I mean, I feel like this one is a good one to choose because it's the truth. There were no survivors. That researcher that was there wasn't part of the settlers. I guess I'll say this, even though it seems a little bit like I'm misleading him. But it does have all the information included, kind of. Things didn't go as advertised. Only one alive was a researcher who gave me a sample and a gene tag. I mean, she didn't give me the sample either. It's a little weird, but...
I really need to know what... A gene tag? Let me see that.
Are you going to recognize the name?
Sanan. I know that name.
Good.
Let me check the database.
Okay.
A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as... co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War. And was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens.
Yeah, Xeno warfare was banned. I learned a lot about Xeno warfare in the original, like way back, like episode 2 or something mission, where we were clearing out an illegal Xeno warfare, like UC Xeno warfare research center. That's where we had to go deal with the pirate captain, but that's where he was held up, or holding up.
Take your time.
But basically, the UC was like developing a way to we learned about it a bit in the museum also, but they were developing a way of like controlling alien monsters basically to fight the wars for them. It's one of 3 technologies, I believe, that were banned at the end of the Colony War. The other ones being mechs. And let's see, mechs, Xeno warfare, and something else. I want to say like AI. Wait, can we even be helping this woman?
That can't be it. Notation says that Sanan already faced punishment for her actions during the war. Dismissal from the UC military.
I mean, that's not much of a punishment
her
for war
sending
crimes.
you to me first makes me think she's actually trying to do this above board. Considering her history, reaching out to the UC probably wasn't the easiest decision. Which means that must be a pretty important sample.
Okay. I like Commander Tuel's thinking on this. He makes some good points. So this might actually be an urgent mission then.
Certainly seems that way. Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special?
She's not sure what it means. She wants a Dr. Walker on Mars to analyze it, confirm it's a threat. I mean, this is true also. She's afraid there could be more attacks like the one that wiped out the people of Tau Ceti. They always give you an option to be a greedy bastard. Even in my other playthrough, my plan was to play a completely opposite character, but I just couldn't bring myself to say these like greedy lines. Like, why? I mean, I'm sure you get more credit
Take
if
your
you
time.
say stuff like this throughout the game, but I've found other ways to get like unlimited sources of credits in this game, even though they're probably more time consuming. So, yeah, I mean, no reason to be a sociopath all the time. Yeah, I feel like this is true, but I feel like it's premature to panic the UC Navy, the Vanguard. So I'm just going to say this because this is also true. She's not sure what it means. I mean, we're not sure yet. We need it analyzed more properly. She wants a Dr. Walker on Mars to analyze it, confirm it's a threat.
I see. Well, this is one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. But if Hadrian
Happy to make your job
thinks
interesting,
this sample needs to
Chihuahua.
get to Mars, then we're gonna make sure it gets to Mars. I'll take care of the clearances and ensure you get your credits. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I suggest you move out.
I'm extremely... So I wanted to make sure I was paying attention to the things popping up on my screen. That are still popping up on my screen. Alright, so what I was about to say is I'm extremely interested in this custom ship modifications thing he mentioned. Because I'm all about that life. Especially now that I've lost access to the pirate ones that make me so sad. There's something also that I keep forgetting to look into. But that I should definitely look into. I really wanted to look into it before starting the UC Vanguard quest, but I forgot. And that is the Abside Strikers in Neon. I think they, one of the recent updates to the game, I think solved the problem with that soft-locked quest that I've been wanting to do for a while. It would have been a nice thing to do as sort of like a buffer between the Ryujin stuff, which all takes place in Neon, and this stuff, which mostly takes place in UC territories. But I forgot that I wanted to do that. Hadrian has asked me to find her colleague Percival Walker on Mars. Percival was recently working with the Trade Authority there, so that seems like a natural place to check first. Ask about Percival at the Trade Authority. I think on the way there... I mean, this is definitely out of the way, but... Oh!
Greetings, Captain.
Anything I can help you with?
I'd like to view and modify my ships, please.
Okay, no problem.
mean, there's no way for me to know what he meant by, like, you get some special stuff. I thought it would be under equipment, like with the pirate stuff, but it's not. So whatever he gave me access to, it's not clear what it is. I'm just taking a quick look around some of the menus real quick to see if anything jumps out at me. I'm so deep in the game now that... Ooh, okay, this is new. This is new. Vanguard Ares Particle Cannon. It's garbage, but it's new. If I was in early game, this would maybe be really nice to pick up. I do like the particle cannons. But like this does 21. The PBO 300, wait, no. This does 21.6. This, yeah, see, like, I've got access to much better stuff at this point. But that's cool, like, you know, if I was in the early game still. Oh, it actually says Vanguard. Okay, so I can look for Vanguard. Oh, here's another one. They've got a laser weapon that's unique to them. An autocannon. Oh. I mean, you know, like, it's all garbage, but... Missile launcher. It's all garbage, but it's interesting, you know. This does make me want to look through the other menus now that I know what I'm looking for here. Just real quick. I think it's just the weapon systems. Yeah. Interesting, though. Interesting to check out. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go see if this quest is no longer soft locked. If it's no longer soft locked, I mean, I've already started on the Vanguard stuff. I'm not going to like interrupt it in the middle to do this because this strikes me as being like a very involved quest line that, you know, probably has several steps to it and stuff. So that'll maybe be the wrap up. Right?
Smells of fish. You would think that would keep people away.
So we're definitely going to do the whole UC Vanguard quest line through completion. I'd love to see if you get some like really nice weapon systems at the end of it.
Keep moving.
No, that's not the power I thought it might hurt you.
Keep it moving.
Because that'd actually be great if it gives you like some like the best weapons you can get in the game or through doing this. That'd be kind of cool. And then after that, I'm considering maybe doing the UC Sec quest line. I think it's much shorter and mostly takes place on...
that side's a bad place for tourists these days.
On Jemison and New Atlantis.
Sauvages.
But it might be an interesting thing to do. So I think that'll be like the ultimate wrap up at the end. Is we'll do the UC security. We'll do the join a gang thing, assuming we can. Which, man, it's still soft locked.
What's up?
I'm gonna check if maybe they've added a key that you can steal from Madame Sauvage.
I hope
But
you
I'm
aren't
not
here to cause
particularly
any
hopeful.
trouble.
No. Just like, I hate that this is locked, so I'm gonna just do it quick. Like, has there been a key in the bathroom, in a back room this whole time? On the counter here? I don't know. Freaking know. I mean, it's so funny. I can open the key to her, like, back storage area. But I can't go upstairs? Oh. Madame Sauvage. It's so weird that that counts as stealing when it's like illegal contraband. This is kind of awkward. This is like her. Oh, hello. This is a piece of evidence I never found for the UC Sysdef quest. Look at this. Wow. Okay. Let's see what it is.
Pour me a velocity, dummy. I think we're in luck.
Oh, stuff for stealth.
Estelle, you found a buyer. And in less than a week. I'm impressed.
There's just one teeny little catch, though.
Whenever there's a catch with you, it ends up costing me money.
Before you give me the guillotine, hear me out. The buyer wants the merch, but they want it tomorrow night.
And there it is. Do you have any idea what it will cost to get that many crates out of Xenofresh by tomorrow? No, not this time.
What if I told you they wanted 15 cases this time, at full price?
What about your comrades at the Crimson Fleet? Won't they want a taste? I'd hate to lose half of our profits.
You just worry about the shipment. I'll handle the fleet.
All right, Estelle. You have a deal. Here's your drink.
You're a doll, dummy. Cheers.
So it sounds like Estelle was working with Madame Sauvage here to smuggle some of the like raw materials used for the manufacture of Aurora out of the city. Wow, fun. Am I still able to like turn that in, I wonder? Can't believe I've never gone back here and given a proper look around.
What can I get you today?
The strikers
I'm just snooping, don't mind me.
We better be on our best behavior.
Yeah, the strikers are upstairs. I wish I could go talk to them, but looks like we're still soft-locked out of this quest. I am going to take another pit stop, though, now that we have that new piece of evidence. I'm very curious if we can turn it in. I'm pretty sure I can just go back to Crix, right? And I think the UC Vigilance is at the key.
All
Yeah, perfect.
Thanks for the assist with those fleet ships.
If you are
Go ahead and
free,
park
sir.
your ship at Docking Port 1.
we
Commander Ikonde will be waiting for you in operations.
Oh. Did I like forget to check back in after the mission or something? That was a little bit of a weird dialogue.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
It might just be like a bad out of context thing where like they should have said something different, but the game never thought you would come back here and hail the Vigilance again, so they didn't bother to Add new dialogue.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
No, we're good.
You're the top
Alex.
who saved the day, Renegade. Gonna be one hell of a party in your honor.
What's next for you now that the fleet is done?
The commander will probably want me chasing down stragglers. We'll see. For now, I'd say we've all earned a little R&R. You especially.
It's so weird having Alex respect me now. Look at this, like, really nosy and rude soldier that's, like, butted in on our conversation. You're not... This is an A and B conversation, so why don't you see your way out of it, System recruit.
Wind down this operation, but it's nothing we can't handle.
He really wanted to say his frickin'... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Immediately take that elevator back down. Did I just see what I think I just saw? Wait, why is there a quest marker over Andreja? Did I miss something? Does she want to talk to me? She does want to talk to me. I've somehow ended up with 2 separate quests selected at the same time. Let's just keep the talk with Andrea selected. Because I'm not actually here to do a quest. Yeah, I saw like a quest marker that was like moving. I thought it might be over Alex Wong's head.
Countless lives. You should be proud of yourself.
Some of our soldiers have been tasked with patrolling the key.
I feel like there might be some weird follow-up stuff here that I forgot to do at the end of the Crimson Fleet / UC Sys faction quest. So I'm gonna pop a save right here and talk to some people. Make sure I didn't like
I drew the long straw.
really mess things up. Commander.
You've come a long way from being a nameless prisoner in my brig. Dismissed.
Alright, so he actually doesn't have anything new. Lieutenant Top.
Once news of the fleet's demise hits the airwaves, I imagine there will be a lot of celebrating going on throughout the settled systems.
Let's see if the recent updates made it so you can actually sell me the ship parts that I care about.
You've come to the right place. We'll do our best to accomplish.
Because you should be able to buy them here. I'll die on that hill. You still can't though. Gosh darn it.
It's good to have you back. What can I do for you?
I have evidence for you.
Good. The more you find, the stronger our case.
Got some solid dirt on Estelle Vincent.
Perfect. Taking her out of the running is going to seriously damage the Crimson Fleet's hold on Neon. Even better, that's one less fleet captain and one less ship to worry about. Anything else?
That's all I have for now.
All right.
And probably
Keep
forever.
up the good work.
I mean, honestly,
We'll be
I
here
thought
if you need us.
we had found them all. But apparently not. Well, now that that's all taken care of, I am going to save one more time, and we're going to talk to Andreja in this nice, well-lit room.
It has been a relief to be honest with you about my past. I appreciate your willingness to listen. But talking about this, remembering all those years, has brought back some unsettling memories.
Can I just say how, like, she looks gorgeous in this outfit. Like, stunningly beautiful. It really suits her. Even like the headpiece there, the helmet. I don't want to call it a helmet. What should I call it? Hat? Crown? With but it has like 2 snakes on it. And I know that's like supposed to be the ancient Egypt thing for Amon Reyes, but it's very fitting for her because she worships the Great Serpent. Anyway, back to the actual conversation with her. I'm just like, she really is the most beautiful character in this game. Most beautiful female character, I should say. I mean, at least in my very subjective opinion. I'd like to discuss this, but not right now. Let's talk. That's so rude. You have memories of House of Ruin that aren't unsettling? I'm surprised. That's also rude. I'm starting to wonder if you ever had a day of fun in your entire... Very rude. You don't have to talk about it if it's uncomfortable. No. I'm here for you if you need someone to listen.
Thank you. That means a great deal to me. I have told you that I spent many years coordinating with smugglers along the edges of the settled systems. There were men and women I worked alongside closely. And over time, I established relationships. They were not of the promised, but I considered them friends.
Even us heathens can be worth getting to know. What do you mean promise?
It describes the people of House Varun. We who have been promised to serve the Great Serpent now and forever. In exchange, he promises to care for us when he returns to his domain.
Even us heathens can be worth getting to know.
Yes, I have found that to be true. It was, and is, still a surprise. You must understand. I was raised to believe that those who do not follow the Great Serpent do not matter, for they are lost. Their fate is fixed and grim. And yet here were these men and women with hopes and dreams, delights and aversions. It felt like a small betrayal of my people, of House Varun, but I cared for my friends. And then I lost them.
It's never easy losing a friend.
It's not something I have much experience with. It was so sudden. We had met on a remote planet to transfer cargo. And zealots appeared in force, seemingly out of nowhere. There was barely time to react. So many were cut down immediately. I believe my years of training saved me, got me moving when others faltered. I retreated to my ship immediately. But I left them all behind. Aaron Bascom and Jada Wong. They were my friends, and I abandoned them. And in the years since, I have never looked for them.
You never checked up on them?
No. I told myself it's because I never had the time, but in truth, I was scared of what I'd find.
How long has it been?
10 years.
Woo.
I was immediately reassigned to another role, light years away.
If they're half as strong as you, they've gotten by.
I have no doubt they were resourceful. Still, how badly were their lives damaged by that moment? In my time getting to know you, I have thought more and more of all this. How little sense it all made, how I never really knew what happened or what became of my friends. My connection to you has reminded me what it means to trust someone, to be there for them. And I can no longer live with not knowing. I need to finally pursue this. I would like you with me when I do. I do not know what we will find, but I know it will be easier with you at my side.
I think we're finally making some progress with Andreja. I apologize for not doing any of this during the main portion of this playthrough. I didn't realize how important it was to have people actually as your companions following you around. Their storylines do not advance unless you do. Oh, we have a fort option here. Heck, yes. I would do anything for you, Andreja.
Thank you. That is... I'm sorry. I am not used to someone being so considerate on my behalf. I am not sure where they might be now, but I believe we should begin the search in Aquila City. That is where I last saw Aaron Bascom.
Andreja now considers you a friend. And then it said something else at the top of my screen that immediately disappeared.
The commander?
And we
seems
have a new
happier.
side quest. Holy crap, hold on. Andreja is looking to connect with people from her past to put her mind at ease about prior missions. We need to find Aaron Bascom in Aquila City. Alright, I'm definitely going to refocus onto this pretty soon. But I want to go do the next step of this quest first. And see where this is leading, because this has piqued my interest as well. I think we're done with the stuff I wanted to do cleanup wise to make sure we didn't have other paths to pursue, and it looks like we do in fact have other paths to pursue.
We suffered minimal casualties thanks to you.
Captain, it is.
Poor Vasco getting cut off all the time. He's probably... Holy crap, what the heck is going on here?
Undocking complete, Captain.
What is that? Oh, just some debris. Okay. What is that? Oh, okay.
Sure, I've got a minute.
Anyway, we should be able to fast travel now. Let me reselect the faction quest so we're tracking it. You have... Right, I did pick up some contraband, didn't I? Small little detour. Gonna drop off that stolen artwork at home. The name of this quest is extremely interesting. Delivering Devils. I hadn't taken note of that before. Let's go deliver some devils, shall we? I really liked Cydonia.
Almost break time. Come on.
This is it's very much strikes me as like,
What a long day.
I think if humanity ever does colonize other planets, it's gonna look a lot like this, like you know, underground airlocks that you have to pass through, like not really on the surface of the planet, but you know, systems to like scrub the air, CO2 scrubbers and stuff like that, to recycle the water and stuff, you know, make the most out of the scarce resources available. Right, so we're supposed to talk
If you're here to broker a
oh,
deal,
this is
why don't you
interesting.
try someone else?
I'm reading low gravity here. Be careful not to launch yourself into space. Or the ceiling.
Is this a named NPC I've just never taken note of before? That's a little embarrassing. Well, we're gonna meet them now. Octai Enbayar.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
I think Octai Enbayar is the name of the trade authority person that was thanking the like governor of Cydonia in those email exchanges for like securing their shipment or something. I don't remember it now. I could go refresh my memory if I really wanted to, but this is the name, I think. Captain Irid Stoppa, Vanguard. I need Percival Walker's help investigating a troubling discovery.
Do you now? Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
Uh-oh.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
Discipline issue? What sort of discipline issue are we talking here?
Dr. Walker decided to start brewing and selling his own pharmaceuticals to our customers below cost.
Oh, so he's a good guy.
Something his contract expressly forbade. As such, we requested our cut of the profits and began garnishing his salary. Perhaps a little too severely, but well within legal limits. It was around then that he ran off, abandoning his duty and his unpaid accounts.
Yeah, I would have too. Freaking trade authority screwing things up for everyone all the time. He should have known better than to work with these money-grubbing arseholes. Why would the miners hide him?
They were all devils. Red Devils. A UC Marine unit based here on Mars, though they were disbanded shortly after the colony war.
I'm familiar with the Red Devils.
I presume a number of them served alongside Dr. Walker. Bonds forged in battle and all that.
I'm wondering, I can't remember because, again, this was like episode 2 or episode 3 of the entire series. But we were in basically a secret UC military research outpost. Way back on a moon of Vectera, I believe. And they were doing xeno-weapons research there. I don't remember if Dr. Walker was one of the names on the computers there. I'm kind of feeling like maybe it was. We know from the computer logs we read there that the Red Devils were involved. They were like testing
if there's
out the
nothing
research.
else pressing.
They were testing out the research and the xeno weapons. Basically, they were there to test them out. I remember reading logs about like it's great working with the Red Devils. They really know their stuff, type of stuff. I'm mildly tempted to like go back to that place and refresh, because this quest line is clearly related to that. It's meant to like be picking up the threads of that if you had decided to join the Vanguard right when you arrive in New Atlantis as one of the first factions you work with. It would have been a lot more cohesive. It would have dovetailed really nicely with the stuff you
didn't have
found
anything else
in that facility about terramorphs and stuff. There's like a video the pirates were watching of the terramorphs like ripping apart some of the scientists. It was a whole thing. I can try and track him down for you. I mean, I would not do it for him. You don't sound particularly interested in finding him.
That's correct. We're no longer interested in Dr. Walker's services. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Just this one time? I am all too aware that once one starts doing favors for the Trade Authority, it can be
Andrasia, I'm way ahead of you.
stop.
I am not helping these. How much does he owe?
Why? Feeling charitable? I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest it's accrued, I believe it's something substantial. So if you were able to find him and convince him to clear his accounts, you would have our honest gratitude.
So annoying. That's like NPC speak for paying off the debt yourself is not an option for this quest. Please instead do our bidding and make other NPC pay off the debt. I'm not your bill collector. I just need to know how to find him.
Yes, not everything needs to be a transaction.
Pity.
Perhaps a little advance on my part might pique your interest. Visit
No.
the Sixth Circle, a bar on the lowest level of the city. If someone in Sidonia knows where Percival is, you'll find them there.
I should have just skipped the Trade Authority altogether and gone straight there.
The Office of Governor Hurst would like to remind all Sidonia citizens to do their part to keep Sidonia clean.
Andrasia will like that, by the way. I feel like I'm kind of wasting relationship gains with Andrasia because I haven't done her quest yet. So we're definitely going to make doing her quest a priority.
Red and orange. Everything's red and orange. It's far.
It's funny. So this quest wants us to go talk to the miners. The Sixth Circle, have I never been there? I guess it's not the bar I thought it was if I'm taking the elevator down to P2. This is like confirming my suspicions that there are like huge areas of Sidonia I've never bothered
Stay
to
away from the Sixth Circle.
explore
unless
now.
you're minor. Or at least, don't come crying to me if anything happens to you.
Ooh, he just warned us about. Oh, there's the Sixth Circle. So I have been down here.
My clock function is
I did part of the side quest for Trevor here.
Caution. Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4,
We're just going to wait for this
3,
noise
2,
to stop.
1. Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Anyway, what I was trying to say is I've been down here before. I've talked to Trevor because we had a side quest for him. But I didn't notice this, like, I guess it's a bar. Let's go check it out.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for Devil's Vets and their kin.
Son of a biscuit, I really wanted to look around this place before getting sucked into some NPC shit. And what if I like drinking around morons? Then I can drink here? I feel like that's the wrong approach. Easy now, they're not going to care that I'm Vanguard. Heard you might know where Percival Walker is. Yeah, I think it's time to name drop. Hadrian Sinan sent me. I'm looking for a man named Walker.
Doc Walker? Well, you're barking up the wrong...
You. Why don't you come here and tell me what some stray wants with Walker?
So he said you're barking up the wrong, and then the bartender was like, you, why don't you come here and tell me what you want with... It's so annoying. Because I got sucked into that NPC dialogue from across the room, I couldn't actually hear what the bartender was saying. There's more named NPCs here I've never spoken to. Well, I guess 2 named NPCs here I've never spoken to.
The red.
Alright, so what I'm going to do... I'm going to load the autosave from the elevator, since I haven't done anything but deal with that dialogue. And I'm going to run into that bar at full speed so I can hopefully get closer to the bartender and the guy that sucks me into the dialogue. So I can hear it more properly. I at the very least want an opportunity to read it again, because of course it flashes on your screen in the subtitles and then it's gone forever. If you've been watching this video for the... God, we're almost at episode 100, aren't we? This is part 92, so... What, 100 and... probably 200 plus hours at this point, then you know that I am obsessed with catching every little piece of NPC dialogue I can. Because it's always so impressive to me. The voice acting and stuff in this game and the writing is some of the best. So I really do want to be able to take it all in.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised.
Annoyingly, of course, we have to wade through this
stable ground or remain seated in the event
particle
of
detonation again.
tremors.
But as soon as it's done, we'll run through this door, and we'll try that again.
2, 1. Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Space Frog, yeah. Love seeing those posters. All right, here we go.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself.
Doc Walker?
Andy. You. Why don't you come here and tell me what some stray wants with Walker?
The red
All right, so he
eyes
says
are some
Andy
badge
interrupts
of
this guy.
honor, I take it? They would be difficult to conceal.
All right, let's talk to all the named NPCs before we talk to the bar.
Do yourself a favor and just go. Not supposed to talk to you.
All right, he's got nothing to say.
Go off gravel. What?
Assholes. All right, Lou seems to be probably their old commander. He's willing to talk to us. Lou Saavedra.
Not every day a stray topsider wanders into my bar claiming they know people. What do you want with Dr. Walker?
I'm on official Vanguard business. I need him to look at something. I'm making a delivery for Hadrian Sinan. Look, I even have proof she sent me. Terror morphs might be threatening the galaxy. I need Percival's help to stop them. I mean, Let's keep that on the DL for now. I'm making a delivery for Hadrian Sanan. Look, I even have proof she sent me.
That's so. Now, if that tag's a forgery, it's a damn good one. All right. Maybe she did send you. Or maybe you just know where to buy your fakes. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His
Yeah, I
debt
heard
to
about
the
that
trade
trade authority
authority.
business.
But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore.
I tried to
Bet
take
that
that
person
route.
would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend.
Say less, I'm on it. I feel like he's not the type to open up to me, but I'm very curious for some more details. So we're gonna try. You and Percival were both Red Devils. Can you tell me? Can you tell me about them?
Red Devils were the meanest Marine unit the UC Navy ever had. Couldn't get in if you hadn't done at least one stint as a Martian Dusty. Made us tough, reliable. It's why they chose us as the handlers for the UC Xeno-weapons. No other unit could handle that pressure. Percival, though, he wasn't a grunt like all of us. Science officer. Made sure the monsters behaved themselves around the Devils, and didn't with everyone else. But it was those monsters that did us in. When the colony war ended and the armistice came down, everything associated with Xeno-weapons got shelved, Red Devils included. Now they're just a memory.
Interesting. I may I'm gonna be ending this video soon, and I think in the next video we'll be shifting focus to do Andresia's companion quest. But I may, before we pick up the threads of this thing with the Red Devils, I may go back to that original facility and see if I can find the logs. I just want to know if Dr. Walker was stationed there. I feel like I do remember his name, but I don't know if that's just, confabulation. I'll go back there between videos, and if there are some interesting computer logs there related to Dr. Walker. I know there are some with the Red Devils, but if there's anything related to Dr. Walker specifically, I think I'll record it so that we can have that context coming back to this mission, because I think that'd be really neat. You worked with Xeno-weapons?
Me? Nah. Infantry officer. But my grunts deployed alongside the things. Never seen anything like it, before or since. Monsters from the darkest corners of the Black, rampaging across the battlefield. And understand why they banned him. Brutal. Armistice hurt us more than most, but... wow. Wasn't all bad that came out of that agreement.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are feeling a bit better about it than the first did, because I'd rather have you opening up a bar and chasing out outsiders than becoming terrorist mercs. And how would you suggest I go about clearing Percival's name?
Well, most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct.
See, I tried that. They
if
wouldn't even tell me how much it
throw
was.
away. Of course, rumor is the trade authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom.
Ooh, I like this.
If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Crossing the trade authority could be perilous. There are real stakes here.
But,
shut up, Andreja.
One friend of Hadrian's to another, Sidonia's full of old utility spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these.
I'll see if I can get rid of the debt.
And I look forward to hearing the good news.
All right, I feel all sorts of...
Hey, you may be Hadrian's friend. Come here.
Oh my goodness. Look at all this stuff popping up right now. Let's take a look. So we've got, Lou will only tell me where Percival is if I clear Percival's debt first, but it also seems someone else in the bar wants my attention. Right. I can pay off Percival's debt. I can optionally speak to the bar patron. I can optionally change Percival's debt amount. I think we're going to do that because I'm not a big fan of the way he accumulated that debt and the way the trade authority is like ruining his life over it. Dude, what's that? Hold on. Oh, it's just my neuroamp. Okay. So will you talk to me now?
Get out of my face.
Okay. Let's save our game before we do anything foolhardy here. It's been a minute since I did a manual save. Let's go talk to this guy. Who was like, I'm not supposed to talk to you before yet. He's like, you haven't reached that part of the quest yet. Go talk to the bartender first.
Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker?
I am. Why? Do you know where I can find him?
Oh, no. I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right?
I am. I'm going to try.
Oh, good. Percival's a good guy.
Ooh, Andres will like that.
Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his trade authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the trade authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle.
I'm sorry, who are you? Projects? What were you? Projects? Were you guys making chems or something?
No. Well, yes, but the medical kind. I'd help him make whatever the city was running low on that month, and we'd sell it to the miners for cheap. But the trade authority got wind and wanted their cut. And then some.
Yeah, screw the trade authority. Aqueous hematite? What's that? Or hematite?
It's mostly iron in about 3 centuries of human water runoff, though only Percival would be able to tell you all the trace elements and whatnot. But it builds up around human settlements, and something about the Martian soil changes it, makes it into something new. And we think we found a use for it.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, I'm Cambridge. I was Percival's assistant. Well, apprentice, really. Couldn't work in the mines anymore, so he gave me a job helping with some of his side projects.
Cool. I really like Percival.
Knows experiments inside and out, and I know this one was gonna be big.
I presume there's a reason you haven't handed it over already.
Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop.
Oh, I know what comes next.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the trade authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore.
That was a creepy smile. Awful lot of work to avoid buying a pillow, but sure, I'll help. What are spacers? What happened to the jobs on Mars?
Biggest employer on Mars has always been Deimos Star Yards. After the Colony War, armistice meant they needed a lot fewer warships.
Makes
fewer
sense.
ships meant fewer minerals. That meant a lot of folks scrounging for work around here.
Awful lot of work to avoid buying a pillow, but sure, I'll help.
Great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So
Found a clutch of heat leeches breeding in the utility section the other day. Oh, not gonna be able to get that.
Here's basically my feelings on this. I hate the Trade Authority. I don't like the idea of like giving them an edge, giving them a new way to make profits. But at the same time, like I was all ready to be like, no, we're not doing this side thing. We're going to just hack the Trade Authority's computer, reduce the debt, and then pay it off. Or have the bartender pay it off. But then he went on to say, like, this would give the miners new work. It would revitalize Cydonia. All these good things would come about as a result. So now I'm thinking, yeah, we can go kill a spacer leader, right? Kill the spacer leader in the deep mines. I've got three options. To clear Percival's debt: pay it myself, break into the Trade Authority to reduce the amount, or clear out the deep mines and collect some research for Cambridge. And I think we're going to do that. Andreja, again, really liking the choices I'm making, but I feel like I'm shooting myself in the foot by not doing her quest. So that's what we're going to do next. Andreja is looking to connect with some people from her past to put her mind at ease about prior missions. We need to find Aaron Bascombe in Aquila City. That's what we'll do in the next video. Thank you, everybody, for watching. As always, I hope you all have a fantastic day.